Good afternoon, students. Myself, Subhuma Shapruti from Department of Allied Health Science, Brain University. In the last class, we have discussed about radiographic film processing development, film development. That is basically the conversion of latent image into visible image by the silver ions, which is converted to silver, metallic silver to produce visible image. So after development, ranging or stop bath play an important role to remove the developing chemical from the film surface. So the water soluble chemical of the developer will be washed by the rinsing water. The unexposed silver halide crystal that are not water soluble chemical, so that will not be washed away. So in the rinsing tank, the film, the developed film, should be carried out for 10 to 15 minutes at least, and the water must be running water and fresh water. The temperature of the developer and the washing tank, that means the rinsing tank, should be as close as possible to avoid reticulation. That means if the temperature of the rinsing tank is high, development fog will appear in the developed film. So it is very important to keep the temperature of the washing tank or rinsing tank at the constant and same level. And this procedure of putting out the film from developer and putting on the film into the stop bath, it should be under the maintenance of safe light to avoid again illumination related fog. So after that, fixing of the developed film play again a important role. So as we know, the developer solution is alkaline, and the fixing solution here could be acidic. So if we do not wash the film after development and putting on the film into the fixer tank, it will neutralize the acid concentration of the fixing solution. So what is the function of the fixer is it will reharden the gelatin of the emulsion layer that is already softened during the development process. If these unwanted silver bromide crystals are not removed, the resultant film will discolor after a few months. That means the unexposed silver bromide crystal or the unexposed or undeveloped silver iodobromide crystal should be removed during fixation. Otherwise, the film will be discolored after a few months. And one more thing that is important, if the developed film is partially fixed, It will turn brown in color with age. Fixing of developed film finally protects scratching and folding of the film. As you know, we have already discussed in the class that the developed radiograph should not be fold like paper. It should be fold in roll, and the proper fixation will protect the outermost layer of the screen of the film from scratching. So, for example, of development fixing time and temperature, here you can see if we take x as time and temperature of the developer solution, the time for fixer should be 2x, and after that the time of wash of the film should be 3x. That means if we are developing a film for 5 minutes, then we should fix the film for 10 minutes and wash the film for 15 minutes. And that x is determined by the time temperature chart. Again, that is provided by the manufacturer. So what are the fixing chemical that is used as fixing solution? As fixing agent, sodium thiosulfate and aluminum thiosulfate is there to remove the unexposed and undeveloped crystal from the emulsion layer. As preservative, we use sodium sulfite that will prevent deterioration of the solution, of the fixing solution. As hardening agent, is again play an important role in fixing chemical to harden the gelatin layer in the emulsion, gelatin from the emulsion layer. And as we know, the fixing tank, the fixing chemical is acidic. So to maintain the acid range, pH of 4 to 4.5, we use acetic acid. And at the last, water we used as solvent of the chemical solution. Next stage, that is washing. It is important to remove the fixer chemical like acid, thiosulfate, and silver salt from the film. Insufficient washing will result the film brown in color. If the temperature of developer, fixer, and washing tank exceed 15 degrees Fahrenheit, there is a possible chance of swelling of emulsion due to gelatin, and that will result in reticulation of the radiograph. Again, also prolonged washing tends to make the emulsion soft. So once the gelatin is soft, that means the emulsion layer will be soft. So the chance of scratches will be more. And the last stage of the film processing is drying the film. After putting out from the washing tank, again it is important to dry the radiograph before handing over to the patient. By hanging them on a rack in dark room and a dark dust-free area, and by the use of fan, we can try a radiograph. But the fan should not blow directly on the film. In that picture, you can see a dryer. It is a dryer. Here you can see various sizes of hangers are there, and this cabinet is equipped with fan and a heating element. If there is dust in the air, dirt will become easily attached with the emulsion. So this is important not to remove the radiograph from the hanger which is not yet completely dry. So once the radiograph is dry, completely dry, you can remove from the hanger and you can hand it over to the patient. Thank you. Thank you for today.